All right, so once again, this is Cool Kid Coach, aka Coach Robinson. This is my man James. James, go ahead and tell him your gamer tag, please.
I'm Corrupt One Zaid.
So, James, what happened yesterday against the team in against Tennessee? Can you please kind of give us a little bit of how you guys are feeling and what was going down in you guys' gameplay yesterday?
We definitely had a serious mentality at the beginning. We have a player, Joseph, who's Kaide Asagawa, who loves to be focused on the team and playing good. He's definitely a valuable player to the team. He makes sure we're all in check and that we're taking things seriously and not getting astray. But after the first 3 or 4 rounds, we definitely started getting carried away, knowing that these guys weren't really picking us off, and we were just doing really good.
Nice. Okay, so here's my next question. How long have you been doing esports?
For this esports, I've actually only started last semester.
Last semester, okay. Now, did you do esports at your other previous school?
We didn't have it at our previous school.
And what school was that? Where were you from?
James Irwin High School.
Okay, James Irwin High School. They didn't have esports over there, huh?
They didn't.
And then you come over here, Fountain Ford Carson.
Yup.
Mighty Trojans. And we got them esports, baby.
Yes, sir.
And so you're like, I want to play.
Yup.
So here's a question. What does it take to be on an esports team?
Definitely good communication and teamwork is valuable. Making call-outs so your teammates always know where the enemy is, especially against high elo players, is good. Another thing is having a great mentality. The minute that mentality drops, you never know if you can make a comeback or not. Those are really valuable, I'd say, just because there's always a positive side to how they affect you.
Right. So then, here's my next question. You are a student athlete.
Correct.
Okay. So you guys just have to balance your practice and e-sport when you have competition, just like tennis, football, and basketball. Am I correct in that aspect?
Yeah.
And so what does your guys' GPA need to be in order to play esports?
For esports, I believe it's a 3.0 GPA.
Okay.
It's definitely hard to maintain that too because you're always working, especially for AP students. You have a minimal time to study because of it, and because of that study time, you really have to cram it in one night, and it can affect your hours of sleep, which is definitely hard to pay attention and focus when you have a big test.
Okay, so what out of the games? Because we got Halo, we got Overwatch, we got Valorant, we got Rocket League, and then we got Minecraft are the ones that we got going on this particular time. What made you pick Valorant? Is that something that you enjoy playing, or is that out of all the games that you could play?
Well, out of all the games I can play, like the Rainbow team or all the other teams we have, I can play most of the games, like Overwatch, Rainbow, Minecraft. Valorant I chose mainly because it was a new high-end game, and I definitely felt the aspect of, since it's newer, trying it out might be cool, but it's also the aspect of, for me personally, the excitement that comes with it. I like how they take a first-person shooter and copy CSGO but add abilities to it. It's more interesting to me.
Okay, so now I'm still learning Valorant a little bit, so don't mind me. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I'm still new, so I don't want y'all tripping. So I'm used to Brimstone because I watched Brimstone because that sounds like an Old Spice character, But who is your favorite character in Valorant?
My favorite character is Killjoy.
Killjoy.
Right.
Now, yesterday they had 2 characters that couldn't be used due to a
Bugs.
And they said one just got redonkulous.
Yeah, he got broken. So it's Astra and Yoral who we couldn't play.
Okay.
Astra couldn't be played because she would get a star at the beginning of the round, now that she only has 4. And what you could do is you could place it, pick it up again, and you could buy a Marshall first round.
Wow. Okay. So that kind of puts her at a big advantage.
Yeah, because you have a real gun.
Oh, wow. That's what I'm talking about. Give me a real one. You know what I'm saying? About the bang, bang. Okay. So then, here's my next question. How do you guys, with being in esports, a lot of people don't understand how this is a sport and how this could be, how you guys are working together, of course, in Valorant, but just for people who don't understand who you guys play against. We're not playing against people locally.
Yeah, we're not.
Okay, so is that something also challenging for yourselves?
Well, with Ethernet, it can't really be a challenge. I'd say it's actually easier because it takes a worldwide aspect where instead of being in one-on-ones like how Smash Brothers and everything has to be, because the same console connect and
Right.
everything, it's definitely easier to know that Ethernet is going to make sure everyone has an equal amount of ping,
Right.
around 8.
Okay.
It just makes it easier for like matchmaking.
So here's my next question then. With doing that, with the right pings, which is a strong internet connection, one of the questions that one of my was asking like time zones, because we played against Tennessee,
Right.
and then we might play New York one time, or. So I wonder if how does that affect? It don't affect us because we usually earlier, you know what I'm saying. But
Right.
if we're playing a school like Hawaii, because they're behind us, how did you think that will work out with a queue and being in queue waiting for that to happen?
Ping wise, it might not affect us. Say we're playing from home though, that would definitely be a big struggle because the ping difference and the range is very far away. I'd say on average you'd probably be running 100 ping.
Okay. So then so I know last week. So just for those who don't know, we didn't have school last week. Is that correct?
Correct.
So we played out. You guys got to play at home, and we did take an L. So I'm just giving y'all a heads up. We are 2-1 in Valorant,
Correct.
2-1 in Rocket League, and I'm not sure. I think we're 0-2 in Overwatch. I don't think they played last week during the break. But when you guys were at home, can you only talk to your team, or can you also talk to your competitor since you guys are at home in your own house? Does that make sense? 'Cause
Right.
normally, if you're playing like on your PS4, PS5, I'm talking to Billy Bob Thornton. Billy Bob, you know what I'm saying? He's talking trash right back. So, and I'm saying, I'm about to shoot you in the face, Billy. Can y'all do the same thing, or how does that work with you guys, them being at home, you being at home? You know what I'm saying? Because when you guys are here, you can't talk. I know you use the keyboard, but how would that work there?
So actually, the method is quite the same. The cool thing about HSEL is that they take a little chat box
Okay.
when we first talk, and through that chat box, we can tell each other the tags to friend each other, and through that, we can get them into our party and talk to them through the microphones that way.
Okay, so you have to invite, so just like you would normally, but you invite and then you add them on your friend list, whatever, and then you're good to go from there.
Yep, you're good for
Okay.
Yep.
All right, so here is another question for you. Now in football, because I do coach football, I know I don't look like it, but I know a little bit, very little. I know a football, yeah. But anyway, we get a schedule, right? So like we got Doherty, we got Pine Creek, we got Boom. In esports, we don't know who we get.
Right.
So how do you guys prepare for somebody who you don't know? Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, because you can't, with us, football, we work against their strengths, their pros. We watch tape, we watch videos, you know what I'm saying? So we get the insight of who we're going to be competing against. Esports, you guys are blind.
Correct.
So how does that?
So it's definitely good to play the first 2 weeks of the preseason because those weeks actually determine your first match.
Okay.
You still can't predict what team because everyone's going to be 0-0
Yeah.
on wins and losses. So your first team's completely random, but playing those first 2 games are definitely helpful because what happens is there's a robot system that scans if you won or lost, and if you lost more than you won, you're going to go against a really easy team if you're a good team.
Okay.
But if you went 2-0, you're going to go against a hard team right away.
Right.
Now later on, it becomes easier to tell who you're going to go against because it's going to match you with people who have around the same amount of wins you have. So for us, it's going to be another team with either 2 or 1 or 1-2.
Okay, so you playing against other schools that have the same record.
Right,
more so.
around.
Okay, so then I know that this is my first year coaching esports. There is a playoff.
Correct.
So how I want to know if we know how many games we have to win in order to get into playoffs, or is it just wins and losses?
For this, I believe there's around 500 schools participating.
How many?
Now, around 500.
Okay, I don't think y'all heard. 500. We ain't talking football. We got 10, and then we got the high school all in the state. We talking 500. Woo, that's a lot of schools. Okay, so go ahead.
So with all 500 schools, I'd say if you have your first loss, you become part of the 250 and under.
Okay.
Since we have 2 wins, if you do basic math and go through, every team with 3 wins would probably be around. So you take 250 divided by 2 again. That's around
125 range.
Then you take 125 divided by 2.
And then you got the 75.
So every team with 3 wins is marked 75 and above, and every team like us who right now is marked 125 and above.
Okay, so would you guys make the playoffs if it was going to end the season ended today? Would you guys miss or make the playoffs?
We would miss it, sadly.
Okay, that's not going to happen, folks. I'm going to tell you right now. James is Captain James. Okay, and we're going to be coming through next week, and just giving y'all a heads up because we ain't coming to lose. Am I right, James? Okay. So James, quick question for you. What else aside esports? And then we know you got school because I'm gonna ask you something else. First off, what is your favorite cereal?
My favorite cereal? That's a good question. I really like Lucky Charms.
There we go. Sometimes you need Lucky Charms when you're playing Valorant.
Exactly.
Okay.
I think Cinnamon Toast Crunch is my
There
favorite.
you go. Cinnamon toast. I would eat a lot of that, but I gotta watch what
Sugars and carbs.
Well, no, I gotta watch my weight because I'm old, and that happens. But, you young, so that just burns through quick.
Yep.
But Cinnamon Toast Crunch is delicious. I'm gonna tell you something, James. That stuff is bomb.
Really is.
Okay, so here's my next question. Now you got Cinnamon Toast Crunch and Lucky Charms for your breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you bring your school lunch or do you eat cafeteria lunch?
Actually, the thing about me is I don't eat lunch.
Why not?
I'm orthorexic, so actually I throw up whenever I eat around more than 5 people.
If I may answer this question.
Huh?
Yes.
So you can't. Okay. So you can't like grab like a chicken sandwich and then say, "Hey, teacher, or bathroom, I need to use the principal's bathroom because I gotta eat my lunch."
I actually never thought about it that way.
I think the only good thing that'll ever come out of like the cafeteria, the school cafeteria, is the spicy chicken sandwich. That is the only relatively good thing I've actually
Now,
eaten there.
for those who don't understand who's talking, as one of our players who's way over there giving us his insight on, he's saying spicy chicken sandwich, he says is the bomb.
Well,
and,
over
and,
here at least.
over here at least. But James is saying he can't eat
Yeah.
in front of more than
mostly
5
eat
people.
dinner.
Okay, so here's a question. You eat dinner
Correct.
because it's less than 5.
Yeah.
Okay. But you also told me you sing.
That's correct.
So you sing in front of more than 5.
Yeah, it's a weird mental thing, I think.
So you can sit there and hit out some family opera in front of hundreds of people,
Yep.
but couldn't eat a dang chocolate sundae or something in front of them.
Nope.
Here's the thing with school lunches as well. It's
So-
like everything else, like the burgers, they're at least okay.
So
The
now,
thing with the pizza is that it's too sweet to be pizza, and the bread is.
okay, so the commentary that you're hearing from the outside is our commentary on the cafeteria food. Now that particular guy is our Halo player.
I'm not a Halo player.
He's
Oh.
not Halo, I am.
He's a Valorant player.
Overwatch.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He wasn't here Monday because he was off. He got food poisoning from some shrimp scampi.
You really gotta shame me in front of everyone like that?
From shrimp scampi.
You gotta shame me like that?
Well, I mean, you're gonna sit here and jump in my man James' interview. I'm gonna bust you out, baby. It's only fair.
Do that.
It's
That's
only.
not necessary.
Well, I'm telling you guys right now. My boy said,
Shame.
I don't know where he went to get the shrimp scampi. I think he went to Captain D's. Don't eat shrimp scampi at Captain D's. Is that what you got from? Or is it
No, it was at Sam's Club.
worse? Sam's Club.
It was
He said
worse.
he ate shrimp scampi at Sam's. Oh, Sam's Club got him. My man said he lost 20 pounds because he got food poisoning. He was out for 2 days. It was sickening. But back to James. Now,
Gotta do that.
so have you ever thought about, hey teacher, can I use your classroom so I can eat, peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Because I can't, what I'm saying? Because it is documented that you have that, type of stuff. I don't want you starving, dog. You know what I'm saying? You
I
be starving.
don't, actually, I've never thought about it like that.
Well, now you have. See, Coach Robinson think outside the box when he's coming to eat. I may not be a good gamer, but dang it, I know how to eat.
And it's definitely an improvement thing, just like with teams actually. Improving off of looking at previous footage is definitely something we do. for me, when I eat, improving around like trusting more people is definitely a big factor when it comes to my type of condition. For other people, it's probably different.
Fair
but
enough.
Mine is definitely because I have to get to know the person first.
Which is totally fine. I understand that. I respect that 100%. Now, here's another question for you. Now, what year are you in? Are you a junior?
I'm a junior.
He's a
11th grade.
junior. So he's 11th grade, folks. Taking AP classes, and there's only easy classes. So next year, you're going to be a senior.
Correct.
Do you plan on playing esports again next year?
100%.
100%. Okay. Now, knowing that you're going to be playing esports next year,
Oh my god.
what school after high school or college do you plan, or is your dream college, I should say?
My dream college is the University of Arizona.
University of Arizona. Do they got an esports team?
They do.
Oh, have you contacted them?
Yes, I have. I'm waiting.
Okay, so James, now in football we send off huddle, meaning we send off our tape. You know, the players. They said we're gonna show you my highlights. Now, you being the captain of the Valorem team, do you guys think that you can take, because our games are recorded? Do you think you can probably snip a little bit here and there to send that off to the esports team up there in Arizona?
We should definitely be able to.
And then the other thing is too, you know, we do Twitter, a lot of Twitter, and I know we have the other thing that we go on too here with the Discord. But I would say follow them on, University of Arizona on their esports team. Follow them and follow the coaches, and then send them, hey, this is us here. We played here. This is my gamer tag, and hopefully they start checking it out.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So, but I'm gonna tell you right now, guys. This is what we do at Coach's Corner. We talk to the players. We get the insight. We get to know them a little bit. My man James, he would one-shot you in the face. Just letting you know. I saw it. I saw him yesterday. Pang, 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 pang. The dude ain't no joke. Monday is Overwatch, right? That's at 4:30. Tuesday, Rocket League. Yeah, I say it like that because Rocket League, boy, woo! Coach Robinson, that one you get excited for Rocket League. And I'm gonna tell you right now, that Valorant squad, I get excited watching you guys too. I didn't know y'all could shoot through walls. That was a nice shot yesterday. That was nasty.
Thank you.
That dude was sitting there like, he ain't gonna see me, and then boop, I was like, oh my goodness. So the main thing I would say from what I'm learning from these kids is that one, that their confidence get boosted. 2, they get to work together. 3, they understand what it takes to be a student athlete. And here at Fountain Fort Carson, we want our kids to understand that they are a student athlete in anything and everything they do here, and they got to keep those grades up in order to play. Okay? So thank you, James. Thank you so much, my friend.
Yep.
And this is Coach Robinson, aka Cool Coach. This is Cool Kid Coach, and this is my man James, aka
Cruff One Zaid.
Cruff One Zaid. We'll see y'all next week, Monday, Overwatch. Be there. Don't be late.